All right, we're back with some NBA win totals. We're going to look at Memphis. Odds makers have them at 43.5, and the Miami Heat. Odds makers have them at 36.5. Two teams that look, well, Miami looks quite different from last year, but Memphis, just from a coaching perspective, picking up from the Miami Heat, actually. David Fitzdale, former assistant coach, his first year as a head coach. Interesting, mix-up of Memphis as they picked up Chandler Parsons, and still the regular guys are still there, the regular names that we all know. Let's talk about Memphis. Last season, they won 42 games. They did make the playoffs, but they lost to San Antonio. They got swept. Now, that's the sixth time in a row they've made the playoffs. That's just, that's a great organization. They know where their foundation lies, and that's on the defensive end and keeping with the pace. They don't have a lot of great three-point shooters. They don't do pace and space. They don't spread the floor a lot, but they play awesome defense. Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph, he's actually going to be coming off the bench this year. Mike Conley, a very underrated point guard, and they did pick up, like I mentioned, Chandler Parsons, who's a really good basketball player, but he still has some knee issues. Odds makers have them as a couple games better than last season, and if they remain healthy, I think that might be just about where they land, but I'm actually going to go under with Memphis. I just think I don't want to say there's question marks because they have stability in their core players, but they don't have a lot of depth after that. If Parsons gets injured or something of that nature, they're not going to get there. And I don't really like the makeup of this team. I respect them and I respect the organization, but I just don't think they're going to get the 43.5 wins. So I'm going to go under with the Memphis Grizzlies. The Miami Heat, odds makers have them at 36.5. Last season, Miami, they won 48 games. They beat Charlotte, then they lost to Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals. They came in as a third seed. So now what does a Hassan Whiteside, Goran Dragic team look like? Well, odds makers have them down, under 10 wins less than last year at that 36.5. And I actually don't think they're going to get there. You look at this team, I think they're going to be decent on some nights, and it really depends on Whiteside on how he steps up. Dragic, he's going to be okay. I think Winslow's a player, to be reckoned with, especially on the defensive end. He's going to be better. They did pick up Dion Waiters, but actually, at the end of the day, there's just not a ton to work with for Eric Spoelstra. So Pat Riley's going to need to get some more talent in there if they expect to get back, making good playoff pushes. I don't think they make the playoffs this year, and it's just going to be tough for them, I think, to get 36 wins. So I'm going to go under the total with Memphis and Miami, two teams, two organizations I really respect, but I just don't see them getting there this year. And those are two more of my NBA win picks. I wish you guys luck on all your picks today.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.